All men don't suck. You're just not allowing the good ones into your life. You keep allowing trash and the bare minimum type of men to entertain you and waste your time. And sometimes it's because you think you can change someone. Sometimes it's because you don't have any standards set in place for yourself. And there's no barrier of entry to you, your essence, your being, your energy. I do get annoyed when I hear so many women saying things like, oh, men aren't trash, men aren't shit, all of these negative things, generalizing men just because they seem to only attract men like this. And I just want to share this with you guys because I see so much man bashing online, and I don't see a lot of things that are, you know, appreciating men. And I'm not doing this in like the pick me way of like, yeah, I appreciate men because I want men to like me. I know they're gonna see this. I'm hoping that only women see this video, but my goal is to just show you guys that it is possible to attract what it is that you actually want. You don't have to settle for less. No matter where you are right now, who you're currently dating, if it doesn't feel right in your being, stop doing it. And yes, there are actual predators out here. There are people trying to take advantage of women and children, unfortunately. I keep messing with my hair, you guys. It's just kind of bothering me today. Anyway, there are men like that who prey on other people. And okay, when you're a desirable woman, you are going to attract all sorts of men. People who should not have the audacity to approach you will approach you and possibly just say the most ridiculous things. So that will happen. You will get men who do not meet your standards coming up to you, trying to have some of your time. And you will get men who really want to add value to your life, who want to add to you feeling amazing and blissful and at peace when you're around them. And even when you're not around them, they want to add to you. That's what they do. There are men like that out there. It is your job to have standards for yourself, like I was saying earlier. Actually stick to those standards, believe that you get to have those standards and that you won't end up alone or whatever these predator types of men try to instill in you whenever it is that you do say your standards. Okay, if they're over here arguing about why you should lower your standards and blah blah blah, if you think about it, why are they trying to convince you to lower your standards instead of just finding something that suits them? Clearly, they know that that's what you deserve and they were trying to get you at a discount. Clearly, they know that they don't want to put in the effort to actually court you. The thing is, a lot of these men know what they should be doing because after they do something, you know, either stupid or just disrespectful, and they try to play it off all coy, if you just ignore them, they will eventually be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry for whatever I did that I knew was wrong, because you would not be apologizing if that was not the case. But so many people like to think people in general, are not competent. And that is the biggest mistake that I see so many people making. Just know that these men are competent. They know what they're doing. Of course, people grow up differently. People view the world in different lenses. But use your intuition. You know when someone is trying to play in your face, okay? Don't let people make you feel bad for having standards. If someone's trying to convince you to not have those standards, that should be a red flag for you. And when you come in contact with people who are not meeting your standards, they're doing the bare minimum, you will get to a point in your own inner work journey where you've developed this healthy sense of self-confidence. You see yourself in this lens of, a powerful being, as a goddess, as someone who deserves the things that she wants. Once you get to this point, men who are doing the least, men who you have to guess if they like you or not, um, the lack of communication that's there, they they're old enough where they should know better. Like, you know how to communicate with another person. You know how to plan a date if you actually want to be with someone. If someone is telling you, hey, I would like this thing, small or big, and you're beating around the bush trying to play mind games, or you're just leading this person on in some cases, whatever it is, your standards aren't being met, then you just get the ick. Like, it. This is coming from someone who used to attract abusers, liars, who used to attract manipulators, master gaslighters, just unhealthy, unsafe men who were trying to take from me. They were not trying to add. I was just there to make them look better, and they would do the bare minimum to keep me around because I was going for the bare minimum. I thought that's what I deserved. And for me, when I was really young, I was just naturally drawn to the people who were pouring into me. Like, all the little crushes that I had in grade school, they were all on people who showed me how much they liked me. They were not shy. And, I didn't like the coy kids. I liked the kids who were being a little embarrassing with how much they liked me. I was like, yes, I will take all the flowers. I will take the biggest teddy bear I've ever seen. And all of the girls are like looking at me like, oh my gosh. And all the boys are like laughing at him. I like those kinds of men, or those types of boys growing up, okay? I like that. Those are my crushes. But as I got older, my self worth, because of just life and things that happened, my self worth kind of plummeted. And I started thinking that I deserved less. I started thinking that, oh, it's too much to expect someone to act like the boys in grade school did when they liked me. No, it's not. It's the same. It's the same. And I had to ask myself at some point, after I kept attracting men who were just not men. They were defective men. I'm sorry, but it was like giving mentally gay, like you don't respect women. Not saying all gay men don't respect women, but most gay men don't desire to pour into a woman, Like, that's not what they're thinking about. So it was just very much like, you're mentally not attracted to me, or you're jealous of me as a woman because I am the receiver naturally. You're jealous. You're being a whiny little baby. And I know I may be coming off a little bit harsh, not as harsh as I used to be, but some people need to hear this. Like, and I had realized I had become such a people pleaser from dating toxic men, from not gatekeeping my energy, where when I saw red flags in people, when something rubbed me the wrong way, instead of just having the nerve to speak up and say something, or to just leave, because sometimes I don't want to even have a conversation. It's over. Instead of being like that back then, I was, encouraged just with some things that happened in my past that, happened when my brain was still developing. I thought it was normal to just stuff things in and hope things would change. And, I learned to walk on eggshells so I wouldn't, cause chaos or rock the boat. And that's not how people grow, first of all. That's not how you get the life you desire, by just sitting complacently and not rocking the boat ever, or taking chances, or risking it all, you know? So, as I started to wake up to my worth, honestly, at first, I was pissed. First of all, I was mad at myself. I held a lot of resentment towards my old self. I'm just gonna be honest. Because for a while, I was like, why would you put yourself in that position? Why did you let this person in your life? It affected you for years. Why did you do this? I was really blaming myself so harshly. And if you are in that stage right now, please be easy on yourself. It's okay. Now you know your worth. Okay? You've accepted that people took advantage of you. You've accepted that you did not respect yourself in some cases. You thought that you didn't deserve what you actually desire. You had so much shame to the point where you allowed yourself to be mistreated so harshly. Forgive yourself. Let go of those relationships. When I first woke up, I started taking it out on men because I was so upset. And I did the complete opposite of what I was doing. So at first, I became a huge people pleaser with men. As I woke up, I was like, I literally don't care what you think about me at all. And if you don't like what I'm doing, you can leave, you can get out. I don't care about your opinion. What are you going to do for me? You're not adding to my life. I was kind of ruthless at a certain point. And as I mellowed out, as the pendulum kind of evened out for me, that's when I started attracting men who were fitting my love list. Not just men who were looking to be abused by women. There are men out there like that. And, after a certain point, I just felt heavy after, I felt like I got it all out of my system, All of my anger was gone. And I didn't want to attract men who just wanted me to be mean to them. You'd be surprised how many men are like that. But anyway, so I wrote out a love list for myself. And these are mostly unseen qualities. It takes time to get to know if a person has these qualities that I was looking for in a person. And of course, some things, you can see right off the bat. For instance, men who are putting in effort to plan dates or things like that. Men who are actually masculine leaders, masculine providers, masculine protectors. Some of the things you can just see just by their way of being. Once you start dating men like this, you can't unsee it. You don't question like, oh, is this a facade? And sometimes it is a facade, but you can only keep that up for so long. That's why you allow people to show themselves over time. But yes, I started to attract better and better men. And as I attracted these men that matched my love list to a T, which was insane. I'd date people and then I'd be like, oh, you know what? He has all these things, but this thing is also important. I want to add this. I want more. And, those relationships naturally fizzled out. Whether it was that or that, like, oh, this thing I really don't like in this person, and it's going to bother me down the line if we, eventually get married, or, if he were to be the father of my children, if you want children. Would this bother me? Yeah, I don't think I could do this forever. You know, some things you add and take away from your love list, and you keep fine tuning what it is that you want. And that's where you get to a point where you're dating with intention. You know what you're looking for. You don't have to guess because it's there on paper. A lot of people get so emotionally blinded when they get to this phase of feeling like they are infatuated with the person. You know, they are having a great time in the dating phase, they're infatuated, they're having fun. If you have a love list of things that you're looking for, this infatuation won't blind you to the red flags. Because, yes, enjoy dating. Dating is fun. Ooh, it's so fun if you're dating the right men. But also, come back home to your love list. Check in with yourself. Does he have these things? Yes. Okay, I can keep having fun. Has he shown me any red flags that I should be concerned about? No? Okay, keep having fun. Is he keeping up with what he was doing in the beginning? Is he still courting me? Is he still the same person that I met in the beginning? If so, then keep having fun. And eventually, hopefully that will lead to marriage. And if it ever gets to a point where it's not what you want, you are a free person. Go find something else, okay? You don't have to wait around. There's no lack with dating for me now. There's no lack because it literally keeps getting better and better. And I want everyone to be at that point where you're not sitting over here waiting on some man to change for you or to do better or expect him to be a different person than he came in being. That's not going to happen. And if it does happen, whenever he's trying to get something out of you or get points, you know, whatever it is, he can't keep that up forever because that's not him. So it's best to just base the future on what it is that he's showing you currently, not off of his words and what he's saying he wants to accomplish and what he's saying he's going to do in the future for someone that he likes. It's just the whole carrot on the string, okay? Stop listening to words. See the actions. That should be your words, the actions, okay? If the words or actions are not aligning, then the actions are the truth, okay? Just remember that. Okay, I hope you guys got something from this. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this or what you would like me to talk about. Bye.